So you got duped again. There was a little situation out in DC regarding a bunch of kids in MAGA hats and an old Native American man in a short clip that made it appear as if the one kid in particular was trying to intimidate the old Native man. This being something that fits the narrative, and it was ran with immediately as if it were the truth. However, later on, more footage came about that captured the entire situation, and it paints a completely different narrative to the one that was initially ran with. Of course, nobody is suggesting that the kids are just like complete saints, they're kids, but the one in particular, that little boy that was standing in front of the man and smirking on occasion was not threatening. This was not a case of an innocent Native American man just beating a drum, and he was just approached by a bunch of racist white teens in MAGA hats. But that's what many of y'all fools ran with, and this is what I have to say about all of that. Your typical blue checkmark leftists, your celebrities and entertainers, and even the folks on the opposite end of the spectrum use this as an opportunity to signal in condemning these kids. Why? Because this is a perfect example of the narrative. They've attempted to really speak this into existence, and they want to look like they are above it all and can say, hey, look at me. But as what seems to have happened a lot more as of recently, completely irresponsible journalists and media members did not properly vet the footage and ended up spreading an outright lie. Again, saints or not, it is irrefutable that the initial reports about the kids were completely wrong, and this led to an online mob of individuals wrongfully condemning these kids. Imagine seeing your face and name all over the internet as you are being depicted as if you have been punning newborn puppies when all you did was sit there and smirk because some random old guy walked up to you and started beating on a drum. Of course, nobody is ever as quick to apologize or to spread the actual truth as they were in spreading the initial lie, and this is part of the larger problem. It should have clicked long before now that the media is not your friend and will even tell a lie if it means fanning controversy or being the first to break a story. And many of these social media figureheads, be it celebrity or content creators, aren't anything but a bunch of clowns with the same damn opinions, but they have popularity to overshadow their stupidity and lack of original thought. But the biggest problem is with all y'all fools not seeking the truth, rather fighting like hell to make what you want to be true the accepted reality. This is how you make bad judgments as such, and though I didn't slip with this story, I'm not above this logic either. I've said plenty of times that it is both positive and negative that social media can spread information so far and so fast, but get a grip. When you're so desperate to paint a narrative, you make these kinds of mistakes, and that's the thing I hate the most about social media. Everything is a damn show. It's for the likes, for the shares, and for the retweets, and folks care more about that than they care about the reality around them and the truth. And because you put your neck out so many times, you need certain narratives to be true, and you will jump at just about any opportunity, even if it's a completely fabricated story. Nobody wants to be wrong, or more specifically, they don't want to have the unpopular position out of fear of falling victim to the social media mobs. Example, there are people's whose entire existence revolves around painting Donald Trump as baby Hitler, and anybody that doesn't hate him is the worst human in America. Trump's America, right? Racism, sexism, all the isms. So of course they ate it up when they thought they could paint the youth as Trump-influenced racist dickheads. They need this to be true. It's not about finding the truth. Hell, it's not even about combating racism. There were black Israelites caught on tape at the same damn event saying racist and homophobic things, which are the exact things that y'all be accusing Trump and his supporters of. But notice how virtually none of those blue checkmark types are saying anything about those guys because they couldn't pin it on the white kids. Here, you get a prime example of all those isms, but because it doesn't come from the demographic you could pin it on at the same damn event, it's not covered or even addressed to the degree as the initial story. Hell, some of them excuse this and are scrambling to still place blame on those kids. Again, it's not about them perpetuating, the truth. They want to perpetuate a narrative that they need and want to be true. So let me close with this. This is partially why I'm so anti-political. Remember, the goal of libertarianism is to rid the world of politics anyway. It can bring out the worst in people, which is understandable because all politics is a bunch of people fighting for positions in a criminal organization that has a territorial monopoly on use of force and violence. Vet your sources, man. Vet your information. Be consistent. And please do not think that just because someone is verified or has the popular opinion or the popularity or the platforms, they speak the truth. As you can see, many of them are just dishonest hacks.